Hey, what's going on? So I thought I'd shoot this little video. I just had a meeting out on Sanibel Island out here at Sanibel Island, Florida. And if you've never been to Sanibel, it's beautiful. We got Sanibel Captiva Island. I live in Fort Myers, Florida. But a lot of you know that I built my business up. I have a window clean business that I've celebrated 25 years of business, so I'm very proud to say that. But in those 25 years, you know, a lot has happened, a lot has changed. You know, you kind of evolve as an entrepreneur. And when I'm on the road speaking and doing, you know, business coaching, consulting, you know, a lot of people ask, you know, what are those things that you look for, you know, in a business? What are those pivotal moments? And I can tell you that it kind of brought me back. I drove out because I wanted you to take a look at this house behind me. So this house behind me has some, you know, for me, it's kind of a sentimental reason for this house. In 1998, I had a phone call. So 1998, I had been in business. I started my company in 93. So this is 5 years in business. Now I was humming along. I felt like I was doing pretty good. I like to say that I was an entrepreneur, but really I had a job, meaning I was trading hours for dollars. Like I was always working. The only way I made money is if I was out hustling, working. So that house back there, that beautiful yellow house, was one of my clients. And I was on a Sunday, working on a Sunday. Some of you entrepreneurs know you work when you have to. I had an opportunity, I had a job. So it's Sunday, I'm up on the top of this ladder. So that house is pretty big. So I have a 32-foot ladder. I'm at the very top and the phone rings. Yes, the phone rings, meaning my cell phone in my back pocket. I answer that call. Now, this is the call that changed my life, because what happened on that call was really amazing. And if my father's listening to this, which hopefully he is, he probably doesn't even know the impact that he had that day. But I answered that call from my 32-foot ladder, and I answered, Coastline Window Cleaning, can I help you? And it was my dad. This was before I think caller ID was really showing up. And he goes, hey, how you doing, son? I said, Dad, I'm doing great, living the dream. And he goes, oh, that's so good to hear. And he goes, it sounds like you're working. Are you working? I said, Dad, you know me. I'm always working. It's Sunday. I'm doing what I got to do. And he's like, that's good. That's good. He goes, so what are you doing right now? I said, well, right now I'm standing up on a 32-foot ladder. And he's like, so you have one hand on the phone, the other one is hopefully on the ladder. And I said, no. My dad's like, Jason, call me back when you get down off the ladder. And I said, all right. So I called my dad back just because I hadn't talked to him in a while. And in this conversation, my father said something that changed my life that day. He says to me, so you're working hard? And I said, yeah, you know, I'm always working, Dad. I'm hustling. I'm getting things done. You know, we're growing. I got 2 trucks on the road. I'm running one crew. The other one's running the crew. But today, you know, I had an employee calling sick, so I had to work all day by myself. But I'm doing whatever it takes to get it done. And this is what my dad said to me. He said, son, he goes, maybe it's time you start working on your business instead of in your business. That's what he said. You need to start working on your business. Now, my father had been in management his whole life, so he understood how to manage. And what I wasn't doing was I wasn't managing. I was busy working. So I was busy doing the work, going out there, making it happen, and getting a paycheck, but I was trading hours for dollars. So after I got off that ladder, that day changed my life, because I said, okay, well, now I have to understand, what does this mean? Manage a company, manage people. And then I started becoming a much, much better manager. I started hiring more people. I started, you know, outsourcing things, and from that day forward. But it took me from being on top of a 32-foot ladder on a Sunday to learn a valuable lesson from my father, who said, you know what? Maybe it's time now you start working on your business instead of in your business. So some of you watching this right now, you might be at that point in your life. So here's my suggestion to you. You know what? Stop doing the busy work. Start doing the smart work. Hope this was helpful.